Going to the movie theater is always exciting. The smell of popcorn, you see movie posters all over the wall, you see all kinds of stuff going on. It's always a busy place, and it can be exciting. For anybody, that means children, grown adults, anybody gets really excited when they get to go see a movie. Walking in and watching that movie play on the big screen is nothing what it really seems like, though. Obviously, nothing does anything by itself. The theater I work at is 8 screens. We have 4 of them, which are 3D. They're a little bit of a different screen, which makes them a little bit more special. We have 5.1 Dolby Digital Surround Sound, which means we have 5 speakers located throughout the theater that immerse you in the experience. The theater opened in 1999. Since then, we obviously upgraded from 35mm to our now digital system. We're open 365 days a year, so that takes plenty of planning to make sure it stays running all days of the year. A lot goes into opening a movie, and mainly the 4 M's. We have the movie itself, materials, manpower, and munchies. So let's talk about the first M, the movie itself. The movie itself comes in on a hard drive no bigger than my iPad here, and it comes in a hard protective case that has foam in it to keep it from being damaged during shipping. It's then ingested on our LMS, which is our library management server, which stores all of the content for movies, etc. Once we import the schedule data into our LMS, it recognizes where we want to play each movie and then disperses the movie to each of the GDCs, which are the servers for the actual projector themselves that store the movie itself, and then it plays the movie. So you can kind of think of it as a DVD player. We always back it up in several of our auditoriums. That way, in case something were to happen, we always have a second place we can play the movie in case we need to and in case of an emergency. About a week or so before the movie is to open, we receive the keys. They're usually not activated until about a day or so before. The keys are just files that make the hard drive readable. Therefore, we can play it and show it on the screen. That way, you guys are able to see the movie itself, and it keeps us from playing it too early or anything like that. Once we've programmed everything as far as the movie, when it's supposed to play, the showtime and things like that, everything is automated, including the lights, the projector turning on, and all that. So the second M is materials. Obviously, you see movie posters all the time. You see them outside, you see them inside, and that's an important part to promoting a movie. Sometimes we receive posters, which are also called one-sheets, up to 6 months before a movie is to be released. I know we have some already for the late 2015 season, but that's really important for the production company to promote their movie. They'll always send us a final version of the poster about 2 weeks prior to the opening of the movie, which contains the rating and the final release date. There's always larger materials that you'll see. You'll see big banners hanging up in the lobby, hanging down from the ceiling, cardboard standees, which are the 3D type things that you'll see standing up in the lobby that are made out of cardboard. They have different graphics and things like that on them. Make them a little more engaging for the younger audience that comes into the theater. I recently spoke with our Warner Brothers representative for the theater who does all of our in-theater marketing and ships out all of the standees, posters, and things like that to us. And I was asking her about what this time of year, the holiday season, is and means for them. And she just told me that this time of year they always increase production of their larger materials, such as banners and standees, to promote in-theater marketing due to increased number of people seeing them during the holiday season. So that's always important. You have more people seeing the bigger materials because there's more people in the theater. We also get digital assets from them, which are like high-resolution photos that we will post on Facebook, Twitter, things like that to engage our customers to come see the movies. The third M, manpower, which is always very important, the staffing of the movie theater. We always need more staff when we're busier. This time of year, we'll always hire new people to help staff for this time of year. And we have a 50-50 shot of getting someone who's really good or someone who's really bad. So it takes some time to weed out those who aren't the best and filter in those who are good. That way we have a good crew and staff for the upcoming holiday season and make sure everything's running in tip-top shape. I was actually hired 3 years ago this time to help with the holiday flow, and I've been with the company ever since. I talked to the owner very recently in an interview because we were actually just hiring people, and he was discussing with me the importance of hiring those people, and he said he always hires more staff this time of year to deal with the holiday crowd. Our general customer to staff ratio is about 1 to 75 on a typical Friday night. We have 400 to 500 people. and about 5 to 6 staff members to handle the crowd to take care of that. The final M stands for munchies. Of course, a very important part of coming to the movie is paying for the overpriced concessions. Proper planning, we always have to think of things that we need a week in advance. We always place our order for our concessions the Saturday before, so we have to estimate how the movie's going to do the following weekend and be prepared that way. We have to order, popcorn, soft drinks, cups, all the good stuff that you guys like to eat. Preparation always begins on Monday. We have to start making cotton candy locally at the theater. We don't buy it out and get it shipped in. We always make it fresh. Same with our nachos and other things like that. We always have to stock up our candy and other supplies that you guys like to eat. And so basically those 4 M's sum up the most important parts to getting the movie up on the big screen. But that just touches on it. There's obviously more planning that goes into it. So we obviously plan earlier for bigger movies. And so, the Hunger Games coming up, we have been in preparation for over 2 weeks now as far as ticket sales and things like that for online. So more planning goes into putting that movie up on the big screen than you usually see when you come into the movie theater. So next time you go in, make sure you think about what's actually going into putting that movie up on the big screen.
Yeah,